Now that we have Nginx up and running, it's time to configure it and make it work as a proxy server with caching for a Node app running on port 3000. Additionally, it should also provide support for WebSockets for real-time apps like chat servers. In fact, in the next video, we'll bring back our ChatCat app and we'll install it here. Now, the first thing that we should do is understand how we want our proxy to work. This diagram illustrates precisely how our setup will work. At the front of the server, we have Nginx, which faces the internet and the users who send in their requests. The requests are intercepted by Nginx and proxied back to our actual Node.js app running on port 3000. For WebSockets, Nginx also has to listen to port 8080 and tunnel it back to the Node.js app running on port 3000. In addition to this, Nginx should also provide dedicated access to our public folder which contains static assets like CSS files and images. Finally, all static assets should be cached. To achieve all this, we need to look into the configuration file that Nginx comes with. This file resides in the /etc/nginx folder and is called nginx.conf. Double-click to open this file in the editor. We really do not need to make any changes to this file directly. Instead, we'll jump in the Sites Enabled folder, which is mentioned towards the end of this Nginx configuration file. The Sites Enabled folder can house multiple site configurations that are dynamically loaded in. You'll notice a single file in this folder called default. Let's open this file. The first thing that we need to do is select and delete everything here. We'll write our own configuration file for this purpose. Now the first task is to redirect all requests to HTTP on port 80 and WebSockets on port 8080 to our Node.js app running on localhost at port 3000. To achieve this, we'll type upstream followed by a name. Let's call this Node app, followed by open and closed curly brackets. In this code block, we'll type server followed by a space and the IP address and port number of our Node.js app. Since the Node app is running on the same server, we can just type 127.0.0.1, which is localhost, port 3000. Now to define our server, let's type server followed by an open and closed curly bracket block within which we'll carry all the configuration we need for our server. The first thing that we need to do is to type listen 80. The listen 80 command opens port 80 for listening. In a similar fashion, we'll also add listen 8080 so that our Node.js apps socket.io can use port 8080 for listening to WebSocket connections. Next, we'll type location followed by a / to denote the point where our users can access our specific server. The / refers to the root of the website, such as when we only type in the IP address of the server or just the domain name, and no / aliases. Open a code block, and within that, we'll begin by typing proxy_pass, and we'll set it to http:// node app, which refers to our upstream configuration that we wrote in the beginning of the file. This actually is the core configuration that allows Nginx to act as a proxy for the Node.js app sitting on its unique port. There are, however, a couple of more things to do. First up, we need to set the HTTP protocol to 1.1, which can be done like this. This is needed because 1.1 allows keep alive connections that would be needed for real-time apps. Additionally, since WebSockets is itself a protocol standard and we have set our proxy to use the HTTP protocol, we need a way for WebSockets to travel over HTTP. This will be done by first writing this configuration block. And then using the proxy underscore set underscore header command for setting the upgrade and connection properties like so. The next thing to do at this point is enable file caching. This will be done by using the location command once again and specifying a regex that matches CSS, JS, JPG, JPEG, PNG and GIF files and ensures that they are not reloaded every time for at least 200 hours after they are fetched for the first time. This finishes the first part of our configuration. We'll make a few tiny changes in the next video when we set up our ChatCat app here. For now, our Hello from DigitalOcean Node app is available to test on our proxy server. Since Nginx is running at the moment and in a typical production setup, you really cannot shut down the server, Nginx does provide us with a novel way of reloading just the configuration file without shutting down or restarting the server. This is done by typing sudo service nginx reload and pressing enter. You'll notice it says done, indicating that our revised configuration file has been loaded in successfully. Let's go back to our browser and reload, and as you'll see now, instead of the default Nginx page, we are now getting the output of our Node.js app. This means that the Nginx server is now acting like a proxy server for the Node.js app, which is actually running on port 3000. Go ahead and set this up now. In the next video, we'll upload our ChatCat app and we'll make some changes to it to get it working here.